Economy of scale is a myth. Managers believe bigger is better, scale is cheaper. Service organisations have become industrialised. We have front offices, call centres, and back offices, and managers control workers' activity through IT systems. But bigger is not better. Scale designs actually drive costs up and worsen service. On the back of a £20 note, there is a picture of Adam Smith and the words, "The division of labour in pin manufacturing," and the great increase in the quantity of work that results. Specialisation may have increased productivity for pin manufacturers, but what does it do for services? In services, managers move telephone work from departments where services are delivered to call centres, treating the telephone work as something that can be specialised and centralised. Within the call centres, managers further specialise the work, because this leads to lower training costs. People only need to learn how to do their bit. But when we treat telephone work this way, as though it can be disconnected from the service, it creates more demand, failure demand, demand caused by a failure to do something or do something right for the customer. The same occurs in back offices. The idea of the back office was first dreamed up by an academic called Richard Chase. He argued that the job of managers in service organisations is to optimise their use of resources, sweat the labour. When you try to do that in service organisations, the customer can often become a nuisance, coming in and interrupting the work. So, to avoid that problem, he conceptualised the back office as decoupling the work from the customer. You use a front office to find out what customers want, then you decouple the customer, say goodbye, as you send the work to the back office to be done. Now you can optimise the use of resources, sweat the labour, in the back office without interruption. In back offices, just as in call centres, managers specialise the work that people do. Again, they do this because it means lower training costs. But specialisation means more handovers, and more handovers mean more scope for things going wrong, more duplication of activity, and more problems associated with routing work. Was it sent to the right place? So, work specialisation in back offices also creates more failure demand. The second main feature of scale designs is standardisation. Managers believe that standardisation of services will drive costs down. But like specialisation, it actually drives costs up. Why? Because service organisations have to deal with a high variety of customer demands. Standardisation prevents service organisations from absorbing the variety of customer demands, so costs inevitably go up. Here is an example. A life insurance company takes applications for new business into its front office. In the front office, one application will be broken down into a number of separate tasks, each to be sent off to the respective back office. Managers believe that each of the tasks will arrive in the right place, that when they arrive, the people will have the necessary expertise to do the work, that they will do the work in the standard times, and they will deliver their parts within the agreed service levels. When you study what is actually going on, how often do you suppose the work goes back to the customer clean? Economy of scale is a myth. Economy comes from flow, not scale. When you design an organisation to absorb the variety of customer demands, service improves as costs fall.